the pub?
No, Paul Mark. Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. Welcome to the City Hall. Welcome. I'll try and pop round to see him. Oh, that's a nice walk. All right. So, all right. Pleased to meet you. Now, are you the other church at Stony Lane?
Yes.
Ah, that's good. That's good. Now, when did you start being at Stony Lane? No, that was the count. We were married there in 1958. So I've got to give my little speech, so you've got some anecdotal stuff there. How are you? All right. Anyway,
You got any film in it?
yes, we were there with the church.
Yes, when you
Hello, pleased to meet you. Hello, pleased to meet you. All right. Yeah, I don't think you were there when I got back. Yeah, well, hello.
Już tak, jak posłuchał efektów stereo czy hi-fi to naprawdę to ma efekt. Czuję gdzieś to.
So, how are you going to do it?
I'll do a bit of one.
How do you want it? You're going to stand on a chair if he puts the top on it. Yes, and it's great. Shall we ask everybody to kneel down? These are how much does it weigh? That might be a bit small. Where do you want it?
Ladies and gentlemen, the excellent photographer here from the Telegraph and Argus would like to take a group photograph, so you're in his hands. Carry on.
Can I push you all back a little bit? Ask the Lord Mayor to come at the front.
And everyone in traditional dress, can you come to the front?
Yeah.
And boring people.
Absolutely correct.
It's all the men at that show. One thing like Jamie and Hannah will be sticking around.
Okay. Would you like to come on to the front and sit? Right, everybody at the back, you can go right back because I can see you slightly better there. And let these gentlemen in.
There's another gentleman coming.
Okay. Just come around that side, just be in there. Just go in. Yeah, thanks. Just watch the back. Can you see the camera?
Come on. I know. It's gone.
Let's come back to the right.
Just get behind us if you can. Don't get into it.
Okay. Just squeeze inside.
Squeeze in.
Lovely. Okay, well, that's this way.
Are we all right?
That's lovely. Great stuff. Right, can we have a bit of action in the front?
You don't know this one.
Oh, so you will be on club. All right, then, fine. All right.
Lord Mayor, come.
This way?
Right. Okay, there's a couple more. There's one there.
All right. The braces are coming up.
Super, thank you.
That's right. Yeah, thank you.
She's help up, I'm all right.
Okay.
One more picture with the fire phone. One, two, 3, 4.
Yep.
Lord Mayor in the middle.
Okay. Your mic close up.
Can I bring yourself this side? Your mic close up with me. Just
Okay, fine. All right.
you grab on.
You never thought of that, did you?
No, this is going back 20 years.
No, this is going back 20 years on the right-hand side. I mean, it's quite amazing what they do.
Right, people at the front, I'll just bring you forward a bit. So come now.
Just go, do we go forward?
On the table. That's it.
Or lower or?
Lower.
To the sides. Okay, Okay, side people can bring you right round the side then.
These are the science people.
Writing,
And who said this job wasn't fun?
Oh, I'm telling you, it is fun. You ought to see some of the positions he's had me in this year. Yeah.
No, I'm not quite sure about that.
Are we okay then? What's the pen? Right.
Okay, big smiles then.
Bananas. Bananas.
Okay, Lord Mayor, can I bring your hands round?
Oh no.
This way? That way?
That's fine. Okay, everyone come down again. Keep working together. Squeeze.
Yeah, you're alright for that pen? Take the pen off.
The pen, oh, the pen's fine.
Alright. Bananas? Bananas?
Squeeze really, really tight together, that's better.
Bananas?
Okay, and just gents lower a bit.
Gents.
Oh, Jen. Not the Lord Mayor, not the Lord Mayor.
Two more there.
Right. Are we ready?
Okay, yeah, big smiles now.
Bananas, yeah.
You just put your hand in a bit, that's better.
Bananas again, bananas again. Bananas.
Thank you very much.
I think you've got a whole boatload of them, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.
Scrap your names before we get back.
Now, sure, really annoying giving the foldable
Oh yes, give him the lot, give him the work.
Bexy on.
I'm still known as Irene, sorry, for a lot of stuff, it's just a lot easier. It's amazing.
Well, falling in height, I mean,
Yes, I can do this.
I'm sorry about that, but you know, we decided that we must celebrate
So you're the fifth one. And the seventh to plan. So when we found out there was 60, we were so Jaroslav, J-A R-O-S-L-A-V, Darren, B-A-R-A-N,
Oh, sorry to hear
and the
about
chairman of the association. Association of Ukrainians in Bradford.
Wilmer Road, we've never been rich enough to
Irene.
Wilmer Road.
It's Irene,
I-R-E-N-E.
yeah, B-A-R-M-O-W.
Ireland's the easy bit, isn't it?
S-K-R.
Oh, hello. Well,
Thanks very much. Thanks for travelling. Cheers.
oh, we're all right then.
Just gonna go.
Well, we wanted your, from going your staff beer. Please have a drink. One of the reasons you don't want me to
Have you signed the rules?
Okay, thanks for coming.
Have you got a drink? Make sure you get yourself.
I will.
We're ready to speak to you.
Yes, I know. That's what I need to drink.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lord Mayor, Councillor Alan Irving Hillary.
Thank you very much. They're very strong plates here at the time. It gives me very great pleasure to welcome you here to this historic and quite splendid City Hall. I do want to make yourselves at home. You're the fifth group of nations in Europe and the Baltics who have been here, and I'm wanting you to celebrate, really, you making your homes here in Bradford, and this is really what it's all about. But this City Hall is yours. From a point of view, you are Bradfordians. Some of you have been here a long, long time, and certainly your parents came, I gather, in 1947, and at the peak, I gather, there was 2,500 in your community. So my consort, Helen, I'm looking for her. So I wanted to recognise the Ukrainian sort of community's contribution to Bradford and district. And as I tried to say earlier on, we wanted to thank you for settling, working and raising your families here in Bradford. As I've said a little earlier, it was the Lady Mayor's and my intention before we took office in May that we wanted to sort of become more aware of each other's contribution to Bradford. And it was not only the different nationalities, but people who volunteer and the young people and so on. And this was our intention. You can't change anything in 12 months, but you can try and make a difference. And this is really what we set out to do. Unfortunately, my wife died two months into office, but I'm very fortunate that 3 of my nieces have agreed to be my consort, and therefore it's a pleasure for me, I hope it is for them, and they share the duties out, that's the thing, and they look after them in private time as well. So this is really what we're trying to do. Now, we know that I thought there may be 12, maybe 15 nations making up Bradford. But 2 weeks into the office, I found out there were 60. And I was absolutely staggered. But anyhow, we're going to stick at 1 a month, not 1 a week. So my chaplain, Reverend Jeffrey here, between him and other people in the community, we're trying to get the heads of various nationalities to come, and really I'm just wanting to say a big thank you to the community. So at the moment, the first ones in was the Italians. Well, I can remember the Italians as being a young bull of 17 and going dancing at Victoria Hall. And I did say to the Italian ladies, does anyone remember me? I did have a beard. So we've had the Italians, the Serbians, the Polish and the Latvian communities in. And they celebrated in a similar way, so I'm hoping you do tonight. We want you to be relaxed and we want you to enjoy yourself. It's certainly been interesting to me when you get briefings as Lord Mayor, which you realise we do, but when you get this information, it's absolutely, to me it's fascinating to learn about your heritage. Your nation's extensive struggle for independence has just gone on for such a long, long time. And I was only thinking the other day when I was making these notes, I simply cannot imagine myself being a displaced person and having to look for a safe community and someone who would accept me and my family. I just can't imagine that. And yet there's so many of the Europeans and the Baltic nations who have just done that. And Bradford has been a host nation to them, and I do hope that my predecessors, whoever they may have been, they have made you welcome. And this is certainly what I'm trying to do tonight. So what I really want you to do is to just enjoy the experience. This is your City Hall. you were all Bradfordians. And the other thing which I do want to say, and especially when you've come dressed in your national dress, this really excites me, because I honestly do believe that any nation who can keep their heritage and their, you know, sort of religious sort of involvement must be healthy, and therefore you can easily join in with other communities. And I'm only trying to make other people aware that there are other people out there who are contributing so much to the life of this multi-faith, you know, sort of town of ours or city of ours. The other thing which I wanted to mention, the thing about what you have done from a point of view of the Serbian school, which I realise started in 1954, and of course the male voice choir. Have you got some choir members still here, have you? I mean, in 1960 apparently you came second in High Stepford, a national competition, in case some of you may not be aware. The formation of the Ukrainian Youth Association. Now, I also like this idea of the folk dance ensemble, and clearly getting on television, it must be of quite a high quality. So again, I was unaware of that, and that must be something great. The final thing I want to finish on really is Stony Lane Methodist Chapel, which you have taken over, or part of the community have taken over. I've heard tonight that they're having a bit of a rough time up there. Well, many years ago, I was a member there. I was a youth club leader there. I got married there in 1958, and I believe that Pauline and I were one of the last couples from the membership of the Methodist Church to be married at Stony Lane. The other interesting thing about Stony Lane, for those who attend Stony Lane, it's produced 3 Lord Mayors. It produced Tom Hall in 1974, and it produced Paul Hockney in 1977, and you've got me. And it's interesting that all these 3 Lord Mayors are all firsts. Tom Hall was the first metropolitan town hall when the district came together, and you know, the Keighley and the Denholmes all came together. Paul Hockney was the last Liberal Lord Mayor, and there's been this fantastic gap from 1977, and I'm the first Liberal Democrat Lord Mayor. So I just thought that was an anecdotal thing, but I was sorry to hear that you're having struggles up there. I've spent many happy hours, both officially and unofficially. Some of the stories I cannot tell anybody, but I certainly enjoyed myself at the Methodist Church at Stony Lane. Anyhow, welcome to the City Hall. Do enjoy yourself. You'll be going on a tour. As I said, it's your City Hall. You'll be coming to see Helen and myself in our rooms, and look forward to that very much indeed. So please enjoy yourself, have a drink, have something to eat. Look forward to seeing you in my rooms later.
Lord Mayor, your consort, Reverend Fathers, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, can I just say thank you very much from our Ukrainian community in Bradford for this invitation to join you here tonight. It really is an honour and a privilege. I think for most people here, they've never had the opportunity to actually wander into these magnificent rooms as you described them.
Thank you.
We've always enjoyed a very good and strong relationship with all the previous Lord Mayors, and we hope that that continues. We've been around for 50 plus years, so possibly
Yeah,
another
right.
50.
Right.
I'm not going to sort of keep you for very long. What we'd like you to do is to present you with some gifts from our community. These are symbols of our culture.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank all of you. Thank you very much.
Something for the private moment.
Now, yes. Now, this year I do get driven everywhere. There's no chance at all of the drink drive charge. So thank you very much indeed for that.
And also, we'd like to present you with these flowers.
Very much. That's very kind. Thank you.
Furthermore, we'd like to accept this cheque on behalf of the Ukrainian community in Bradford, and we'd like you to donate it to the charity of your choice.
Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you very much indeed. I'm a little overwhelmed with the generosity. The Lord Mayor's appeal this year. I've only had one drink as well. The Lord Mayor's appeal this year is for young people. Again, the Lady Mayoress and I felt that there's an old cliche that the young is our future, and we felt very strongly that if we believe that, you have to do something about it. So it was very easy for us to make this decision, and the two charities are Nell Bank Outdoor Activity Centre at Ben Ridding, and the other one is the Bradford Outward Bound. The beauty of these two charities, and you can tell that my wife and I were Yorkshire people, were very cautious. There's no building costs, no staffing costs whatsoever. So any money we receive in the year goes to the young people. And at the moment, the fund is standing at £20,000. So thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Help yourself, folks.
Right.
Have you got your rolling?
No, I've got my rolling.
Oh, you should have had it rolling.
No.
Might want to know where you are.
That's for them.
Yeah. Make sure everything's good.
You can always take a hat stand with you.
We'll come back in here to have a look at this place. We're going through to the Lord Mayor's rooms first, so we'll come back to this. It's just so the Lord Mayor can